We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Hornets take to the road. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. You take a look at Los Angeles. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And it seems like every win they string together, this group gets tougher and tougher to beat. Playing beautiful basketball here of late.
There are a lot of things going on besides their execution as this group seems to be coming together.
A three-pointer is right on target. And at this point of the year, what's the main thing you think Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
Well, again, keeping guys in great physical shape. So a balance of playing in the games and getting minutes, but also getting on the practice court, which is interesting after coming out of the pandemic season. Kevin, a lot of teams just didn't find any practice time. And this year, you get back to the regular season schedule, there's ample time to be on the floor. How do you manage that practice time, and how do you manage the rest for guys, active rest on those days off to be ready for the game?
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Ball, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Ball with the bucket.
And we knew LaMelo was talented coming into the league. What we didn't quite know was how much of an impact he would make in terms of controlling the flow of the game.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little. But I love to see him get up.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But, boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 3. For 3. That doesn't go either for George. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
Now, here's George. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
3 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Will it go? Pass to Kennard. Out to the wing. Clock at 4. A 3-ball. That shot off. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You got to give an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with the loss. Put up a good fight. They had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Rozier. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. On its way from Hayward for 2. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Batum with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Kennard's shot is off. Hornets leading by 9. They're running. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Kennard's got 6. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Rozier. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And that one's good. Richards got his first points of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Kennard. A 3-pointer, no good. Hornets leading by 10. Rozier looking around. Now, here's Washington. Back to Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Ball. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Intercepted. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Bledsoe. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Good creation by Ball off that pick and roll. He can find clever ways to beat the defense. And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent. He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And it's Washington missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The shot's good from Kennard. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Ball from long range. Drills the 3-pointer.
3-point basket.
Ball's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
Timeout.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense. That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Clippers trail by 11. It's blocked.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Chalk up 2 there. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Charlotte?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
I also love the early energy that they've played with, pushing the ball every chance they get, exploring quick shots, and showing some serious fast break offense.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 13-point game. But 3. Plumlee with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Left side, ball. Pass to Bridges. That shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
43 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Ball. He's got 9. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
And so is Charlotte in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And here is Ball. Drives to the hoop. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Ball. And that one. Drops for him. And 11 points for LaMelo Ball.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And here's George for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Now, here's Ball. 11 points in the game. Outside, George. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitute.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here's George. And it goes down 2 points. That's 12 points for Paul George.
You can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
Ball from long range. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
That's his first personal
And Nick
foul.
Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing. A true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years, and now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
George. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Beyond the arc. The Hornets pull it in. To the middle. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Back to Hayward. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Hayward's got 6 points.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Back to George. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. George has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Los Angeles. Hayward outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the inside.
2 minutes.
Richards, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Batum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
And
foul.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Ripped away. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Kennard for 3. And the Clippers miss again. Charlotte leading by 5. Hayward outside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The kick out to Rozier. And the Hornets miss again.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Back to Hayward. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the clock. Wow. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Ball's knocked loose. Bledsoe with it. Picked up by Rozier. Here's Oubre. Foul. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's on Nicholas Batum.
Oubre Jr., difficult play there, but finds a way to get to the free throw line.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And that one misses.
I think a lot of teams around the league are looking for this kind of player and this kind of versatility that Kelly Oubre shows off. And right now his teammates are feeding off that toughness.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
The drive-by ball. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hornets on top, up 5. And we'll be back right after this. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 5. Pass to Ibaka. Plumlee with some nice D. Outside, Martin. Ball feeling it out a bit. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Very little resistance against that throw down.
No, not what they want to see, and it came this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Down low. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Assisted.
And the Hornets lead by 5.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. The drive-by ball. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
From deep, George. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers call time here. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Well, they got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them to stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Count it.
Well, you'd like to push Paul George out of the paint if possible. Goes into his bag of tricks to score that time.
Ball with it. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 7. On the wing, Jackson. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Stolen by Ball.
Substitution for the away team.
Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. Basket good.
The third.
And that's now 7 points for Terry Rozier. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
I also love the fact that they've played with speed tonight. They haven't sputtered one bit, constantly getting out on the break and creating opportunities in transition.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for Wynn to take that jump.
And the Clippers call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
The floor for your coach, Marcus Morris Sr.
Clippers trail by 9. On the wing, George. And they'll get another chance. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
And it's Ball penetrating. Pass to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. Into the lane. And Ball slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, having settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Hayward outside. Hornets keep it alive. Charlotte moving the ball around. Deep 2 from Ball. That shot no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. George double team. Pass to Ibaka. Back to George. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. His three-pointers off the mark. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
George, no good. And so it's Charlotte with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And again, the Hornets missing. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. 9-point game. It's good on the putback.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
The drive-by Ball. Pass to Rozier. Back to Ball. Inside. Here's Bridges. Rebound by the Clippers. And a deep 3 from George. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Deep 2 from Ball. No good there.
And speed and effort level, 2 things that make Ibaka an outstanding defender.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.